Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel, guys. You've got Bert, Lanny, and Bert, the DD guys, your favorite YouTube channel here in the dividend investing world. We've got three stocks that I want to bring to the table that have been brought to the table, been a little dusty, and to see if these are some stocks that we should consider buying right now.
Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. Everybody, we are trying to cruise to 17,000, 18, 19, and 20,000 subscribers. So help us out on that journey. But you know what? We're in a no-nonsense mood right now. We're trying to get to financial freedom. We're trying to buy as many undervalued dividend stocks as possible. So we're not going to spend a lot of time recapping the video. We're going to jump right into these three stocks. We're going to run them through our screener just so we can just get right to the point. The metrics of our stock screen are PE ratio less than the S&P 500, payout ratio less than 60%, history of increasing dividends, and lastly, that bonus dividend yield.
No, thanks, Bert. Yeah, we're going to jump in, guys. The stock market is what it is right now. Bert threw out a pretty fun tweet. We're up 12% year to date in the S&P 500. It does not feel like that.
No.
But you know what's funny, though, as dividend investors, and I really mean it, it doesn't matter what the stock market is doing. I love the comments and the naysayers. Well, how much are you in an unrealized loss position for the year, or an unrealized gain position? Frankly, my dividend income is growing and flowing. Right, Bert?
We're not Silicon Valley. We don't need to realize those losses right now. We can let these securities sit in an unrealized loss position because we pick stocks that have increased that dividend through good times and bad. That's really the point of it.
It's the point, guys. And, these three stocks, we're going to be making a point that you can buy these stocks. You can feel good about owning these stocks more than likely, again, because they've been through a lot. They're staples in their respective areas. And, frankly, you got to love what they deal with as well. But, guys, we don't know what the news is going to be like on inflation, what the Fed's going to do, because they don't even know what's going on yet, because all the data is lagging. But you know what's not lagging? Your dividend stock portfolio, because you are increasing it. You are adding to your positions. Check out Sunday's video. Bert's trying to get to 100 shares. He is climbing up that mountain for Target and Tyson. So, guys, let's get into three hot stocks right now. Bert, what's this first stock we're going to release here?
Ooh, man, I always forget the name of this company. You always tell me I always forget the company. I know what it does. It's a water.
Essential Utilities.
No, this isn't a company that is an essential utility. The company is Essential Utilities. That is why I always screw this up. So thank you, Lanny. The ticker symbol is WTRG, the water utility company that gives. And if you can't tell me in your daily lives, water is essential. That much I can tell you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the Ohio, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Texas, Illinois, Indiana, maybe a couple other states, look at your water bill, see if it's from the company called Aqua with a nice little lighter color blue on the Q. That is part of what this company does. They provide and distribute water to your household, your place of business, et cetera, et cetera. That's why I love it. You need water. Your body is made up the majority of water. You need water.
Yeah, and a shameless plug here. No joke. We just got this a week ago because I haven't been drinking as much water. I haven't even showed this to Lanny yet. Look at this thing. Half-gallon thing of water. It has been amazing. It gives you the time. That's how much you need water. This is nothing. This is a half gallon. But
yeah, you need 2 gallons at least. Let's go.
I know. But all right. So now that we know about the company, we know how important water is in your life. Let's talk about the metrics here. We're going to use close prices as of June 2nd. That's the date we're going with. So everybody buckle up. Essential Utilities price was $40.94. Their forward earnings are $186. It's a PE ratio of 22. Lanny, how's that payout ratio look?
Guys, that payout ratio is right at the top part, about 61.72%. But most utility companies are higher than that. So I feel very safe though with Essential Utilities or Aqua, the water company. Again, the best part about it is that you're always going to need it. You're always going to use it, because what does that dividend growth look like, Bert?
This is what was the most surprising to me. Usually when I think utilities, you think slow earnings growth, slow dividend growth, just kind of the nature of it. Not so fast, my friend. 6.99% 5-year dividend growth rate, and they're almost an aristocrat. They've increased for 19 consecutive years.
19 years at almost 7%. You've got to love that, because it pairs very well with a 2.80% dividend yield, higher than the S&P 500, but that dividend factor now is closer to 10% right now when you add in the growth plus the yield.
Pairs like a nice fine wine, Lanny, isn't that right?
Or water to your nice jug that you got there.
Yep. So to run through it, it's down 14.99% year to date, 13% over the last 52 weeks. So this company is down, and the metrics are looking pretty nice for a utility company.
That's right, guys. Well, let's get into Spartan Nash, dividend stock number 2. Wow, we're bringing it back to the table. Ticker symbol is SPTN. Why are we bringing Spartan Nash back to the table? Well, because they're down almost 40% in the last 52 weeks, Bert.
Bad earnings release. It was only a matter of time until the inflation bug caught them up, slowing demand. They were a darling one of the stocks that we talked about for a while here on our channel. They had quite the run. And it was great to build the position, see the nice success story, but as costs come up, weakening demand, weakening guys, everything you're seeing in the regular sector, their stock price has taken a little bit of a hit. And now I'm very pumped for us to show you the metrics, because it's going to be very interesting to see what the company is showing, especially when they start peeling back the layers of this onion.
Yeah, again, they're a grocery type of company. They also have big contracts with the military and government entities. Again, a pretty good business model. They sell and distribute food. And during recessions, bad times, tough times, you still have to eat. Government still runs. They did pass, the debt ceiling. So yes, the government is still spending money. And Spartan Nash, obviously does well during times such as that.
Yeah.
Now the stock price though is down, getting crushed. That PE ratio now for Spartan's at 10.16 Bert. How does that payout ratio look like for Spartan Nash?
This is where it's nice. It's at 39% when you round it up. So that's perfect. You want to see when there's potential earnings coming down. You want to make sure there's room to keep growing that dividend. It's only 39% for Spartan Nash. So even if earnings are cut in half going forward, you still have plenty of room to keep covering that dividend.
Exactly, guys. And growing dividends is what Spartan's been able to do. 12 plus years at an average rate of 4.60%. The last increase wasn't as strong as what it historically has been, obviously because of pricing. The last increase, if I do the quick math, was only about 2.4%. But hey, tough times right now, but at least they kept that increase going, unlike our friends at Intel. Joking.
Yeah, they might be. Yeah, they might be supplying the food for Intel's new massive headquarters. We probably have that contract. All right, so let's look at the yield. The yield's almost at 4% now. It's at 3.83% now that the stock's down 27% year to date. So it's huge. Now that you potentially get Spartan Nash over 4% is fantastic, especially when you see the metrics where they are.
Nice. So Spartan, 10 PE ratio, 39% payout ratio, 12 plus years, 4.6% growth rate, yielding over 3.8%. Let's go into stock number 3.
So let me ask you this, Lanny. We have a water company. We're rounding out our dinner table here, right? We have a water company. We've got some food. I'm assuming this company is going to be Diageo to pair it with a nice wine to go along with this, right? Wine, some alcohol.
What about like Aero Defense with General Dynamics? Ticker symbol UD, Bert.
Wow, we're going to the aerospace sector. We're taking a big zap. But I'm very pumped up that you're bringing this one back out here as an undervalued dividend stock to buy. Because look, the budget was just passed. The spending debt ceiling was raised. Military budget was not really touched, though. So you don't have to worry too much about General Dynamics and some of those big, hefty billion. I'm saying it because it's how many contracts just get awarded out. $1 billion military contracts getting chopped away. So, of course, it's interesting to see what the metrics are and see how they're performing.
You bet your ass, Bert. Let's see how they are performing. GD down 16% this year, down over 9% in the last 2 weeks. This is a dividend aristocrat on their way to being a dividend king for sure. I know they compete pretty heavily with Lockheed Martin, one of my other favorite dividend stocks, ticker symbols LMT. And actually, guys, let us know in the comments. Do you own LMT or GD, or do you own both?
I got a great idea for this one, Lanny. We just released that quick picks video where we just did 2 head-to-head. We got to put Lockheed and General Dynamics into that next one. That's going to be an entrant to WrestleMania somewhere on the card next time.
We will line that up. But yeah, let us know in the comments, guys. All right. Time to get into the metric. Trading at $209.09, forward EPS $12.66. PE ratio is at 16.5 right now, which is way less than the S&P 500, which is at or over 24 times earnings.
The payout ratio is 42%. So again, another stock on the low end of that perfect payout ratio range. It's perfect. Mr. Perfect right here.
Boom, 28 years of growing dividends as well at an average rate of 8.14%. Wow, love it.
Beautiful. And now that the stock is down 16% year to date, the dividend yield has crossed the 2.5% mark. It's at 2.53% currently.
So you pair that up with that 8% dividend growth rate, you're over 10% right now, guys, on the dividend factor that we always talk about now on our channel.
Beautiful. So the three companies, Essential Utilities, Spartan Nash, General Dynamics, all showing signs of undervaluation. Lanny, rank them for the viewers. Which ones are your top three right now in order?
This is tough.
But not impossible. It's tough,
Not
but
impossible.
not impossible.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I really like Water Company. I think even on our purchase video, if you haven't caught that one, the last one, I always said, hey, buy Essential Utilities or the Water Company at or under $40. So I really like them as number one. I like GD at number two. I'd like them a little bit cheaper. I know I'm stubborn, but just a little bit less than $209. Like to see them at or below 200 if I can. And then following that up with Spartan Nash. What about you, Bert?
I like them in that order too. I don't own Essential Utilities. I'm kind of against doing new positions now, but I own Spartan. I own General Dynamics, so I'm happy to keep putting them on my watch list. I would have no problem buying at least 1 or 2 shares of Spartan Nash at the moment, just because it's so low. It's easy to drop $20 to $50 and just grab 1 to 2 shares.
Well, let us know what you guys think down below. What are your three in order from the stocks that we viewed here? What other stocks are you buying right now as you pursue and take steps towards financial freedom?
If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. I think there's one more thing to tell the viewers, isn't there?
You're either with us or you're against us. That was Bert and Lanny from the DD, over and out.